Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 7:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this 22nd day of March 2021. Taking a look here at Bitcoin, not a lot of activity over the weekend, just a lot of sideways trading, something that we've seen go on really for the past, at least the last, including today, the last 5 trading days going back to the 18th. Yeah, this is a good and a bad thing because it's nice to see that we have some um, consolidation going on. And I want you to take a look at a couple zones here because they are quite important. The first one is down here, and then we have over here. Boom, boom, and boom. All right. So this is the volume profile, which is different from the standard volume. So standard volume measures the number of contracts or the number of something that has been traded over a certain period of time. In this case, on the daily chart, this is telling us how much Bitcoin was traded in US dollars at that, or actually the number of Bitcoin period that was traded. Then we get over to Bitcoin in dollars. I was right. Then we get over to volume profile, which is also sometimes called market profile. There are various forms of this used predominantly in the futures market. So like the ES and the NQ, those are the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ futures contracts. Oil markets, really anything that is a commodity traded on the U.S. futures exchanges, the CME, dominantly, and that's where you see this most of the time. But what makes volume profile different than standard volume is that volume profile shows us how much of something was traded at a particular price level, which for traders is a lot more important because, when we see these areas that have these long areas, they're called high volume nodes. Those are areas where some equilibrium has generally been found, and they are natural areas of support and resistance. And so, we've seen a lot of activity build up here at 5,700. But then the question is, if price breaks down below that, what happens? Well, price will move lower and it will go to the next high volume node. And here's the principle of the volume profile. The space in between high volume nodes. So for instance, here at 47,500 down to 33,700, you'll notice that there's kind of this open space in between the levels. Those are called volume troughs or volume deserts. The typical behavior you see price exhibit when it breaks above or below one of these high volume nodes is that it kind of gets sucked into the space and then moves through it very quickly to the next high volume node. And so if we were to see price drop down below 57,000, the next area that we would expect to see support be found on the volume profile would be at 47,700. And if it breaks down below that, the next zone is probably going to be 33,300 or maybe 37,500. Looking at the condition of the oscillators here, the RSI, the composite index, and the percent B, I'm waiting to see what happens with the percent B and the composite index. We're sitting fairly neutral here on the daily chart with the RSI, but if this line here, this red line, moves up above the green or the yellow average, and the percent B crosses above the 0.8 line here, once those two conditions are met, that is more than likely the signal that we are entering into a new long expansion phase and that we're going to see the market continue to move higher. Something to watch out for going on into the rest of the day today, on Monday, and then into Tuesday. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to speaking with you in our future videos.